it really is hitting a serious low here, and you haven't even been a public company for a year yet.
As we always said, we manage our business not by share price. We manage our business for the long-term growth. And we feel comfortable for the long-term growth, and we will continue to try to create value for our customers and merchants.
That was the CEO of Alibaba, Daniel Zhang, with Jolene Kent, of course. The Chinese e-commerce giant posting quarterly numbers with mixed results. He had a top-line beat, revenue miss. Morgan Creek Capital Management CEO and early investor in Alibaba with me now, Mark Yusko. So, Mark, it's great to see you here. Thanks for coming in.
Be with you. Thanks for having me in.
So you bought Alibaba before it went public.
Yes.
You bought it in the private markets 2011. You added in 2013.
Yep.
And I know you've been adding slowly but surely since the company has been public. Okay, nibbling.
Exactly. Nibbling. And actually getting more excited in the last 2 days.
Okay, getting more excited in the last 2 days. So obviously you see this as a buying opportunity.
Well, you know, one of my favorite lines is, why is investing the only business when things go on sale, everyone runs out of the store?
It's a fair point.
Come on. So I think we look at it as, is this the dominant e-commerce franchise in China? Check. Is the e-commerce business in China going to be bigger or smaller in 10 years? Hugely bigger.
As people say, keep it simple, stupid, right?
It's going to grow. Listen to this. It's going to grow 56% compounded for the next decade.
Okay.
Plug that into your HP 12C, 1.56 to the 10th. That's 65 times bigger market.
Okay, so all of the concerns, we saw three economic data points out earlier, which made a lot of people say, you know what, China's definitely not growing at 7%.
Sure.
Much, much lower. The devaluation of the yuan, and I know you have a particular view on that as well.
Why do we call it a devaluation? I mean, the yen weakens, the U.S. dollar weakens, the ECB weakens their currency all the time by far bigger numbers. What the euro go from 140 to 110?
Right.
Far bigger. And this goes down 2%. It's a devaluation. Come on. So, look.
You're just saying that the Chinese government is not that different. It's not that much more heavy-handed than the Fed or the ECB or the BOJ.
I just think they're really smart, right? They know that in a world of currency wars, that if they are going to tie their ship to the U.S. dollar, I think you had people on here earlier talking about this, but if you have someone tying their ship to the U.S. dollar and the dollar's rising, and Japanese are lowering their currency, you got to fight back.
You have to fight back. So you would be accretive now. That is to say, you would be adding now. I want to know what you think of the $4 billion buyback, because stereotypically we say if a company that size with that much cash on hand isn't doing something, either R&D, research and development internally, or making smaller acquisitions, they don't have any better ideas of what to do with the money.
Well, a couple things, right? I think it's a little gimmicky.
Okay.
All right. I mean, it's a small number. Not that $4 billion isn't a lot of money. It's a small number relative to their capital market cap. And here's the thing. They do have a lot of things going on. Their cloud business is rocking. I mean, people don't even know about it, and it is growing like a weed.
And we talk about that with Amazon as well. It took till, I think, 2 years ago between it became such main press that Amazon makes a lot of money from its cloud services.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're going to talk about Alipay in a little bit here. I mean, unbelievable opportunities. So I think it's a little bit saying, okay, look, if people are worried about the share price in the short term, because everybody wants to be a short-term investor, then we'll, increase the share price with shareholder value maximization, or return some cash to shareholders. But they do have a lot of cash, but they have a lot of opportunity. And China's growth overall, it's slowing, but people are focused on the wrong thing. They're focused on the quantity, not the quality. You want low numbers. Think about the U.S. growth or European growth or Japanese growth. The biggest market cap increases are not when we're growing 10%. It's when we're growing 3 or 4%. It's quality of growth that matters.
All right, leaving us with a lot of common sense, which is not so common, so we're extra grateful. Mark Yusko joining me there. Morgan Creek Capital Management CEO, early investor in Alibaba.